Hi guys! For today I am going to be doing my most expensive makeup that I have in my collection and doing a full face. I do already have the prices and everything already listed, so I will be saying the prices, and I'll also have them in the description box as, with the products I'm using. So I'm going to start off with primer. So this is my Too Faced Hangover primer. This is $34. By the way, I have my little notebook. If you see me looking down, it's just this. I've been using this for about a week, I would say. And it comes in like a tube but with a pump, which is a lot cleaner and more sanitized, and it is better. By the way, it smells really good. It smells like coconut water. That's the closest thing I can think of to it. It feels so good to put on makeup today. I am recording this on my phone, so if it looks a little choppy, that's all it is. I am gonna edit it and kind of merge everything together if it splits it up again like it did. It shouldn't, but just in case. And this primer is really weird because it makes your face feel tacky, but I guess that's okay, I guess. I have all my stuff laid out already, but it's still a lot. I didn't realize how much I had. For foundation, I am going to be using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation? Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation. And I'm in the shade Angel Food. So, it's a little bit dark on me, but I don't mind. And I'm going to be using this sponge. This is a Morphe sponge. This was $8. And it's kind of squishy. I don't really like sponges like this. I much prefer my Real Technique sponge, which is my orange one. But it is what it is. By the way, this foundation's $40. Not my most expensive thing I have on the list. That'll be coming up. So I'm just gonna... Now this I don't really need a lot of. I just kind of use it periodically. Oh, and it smells so good. Oh my god, it has like a perfume smell. Oh, it smells so good. I didn't really know what Huda Beauty was until recently. And I mean, look at that coverage. That could cover up some mistakes in college. I make that joke because for the people who know me, they know I despise college. I did graduate college. I hated it so much. I tell people don't bother going, but unless they have a job lined up. I did. But it didn't happen. I guess college and I don't get along. It's really funny. So for my eye look, I am using a lot of expensive stuff. And if you like the look, you can use similar stuff. You don't have to use the expensive stuff. I just wanted to see what my most expensive stuff would look like together. I was curious. I'm like a kitten. And I know that last time I was looking, the last video I made, which was my using the cheapest products, I kept looking down and it was kind of like out of view up here, and I noticed that I still keep looking here, like at the screen, not at this little eyeball thing here. Oh man, that's a pretty foundation. I don't use this one often. I should, but I don't. I kind of feel bad because it is such a pretty foundation, but since it's so expensive, I only use this when I'm going out, like weddings and stuff like that. Now, next is concealer, so I do still use 2 concealers. My first concealer is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, which y'all know is one of my favorites. I use pretty often. And it is really good. Especially, it's not like a concealer that stays in place and it cracks at the end of the day. It's very flexible, which is what I like. And I definitely use this for like the crease of my mouth, my smile lines, my nose, all that. Because I know at the end of the day, it's gonna look good. And I go like this and kind of smile, so I get like right in there. I'm actually really excited about this because I get to use some of my Holy Grail products. Which, if you don't know what a Holy Grail product is, it's basically your ride or die. It's like the one you always use and it always looks good on you and you can count on it in case you're having like a bad makeup day. It's that. And I'm excited. Got a little bit on my finger, so I'm going to use this end, the pointy end. And buff that in my skin. And take it up on my eyelid. Now, I was going to add an eyeshadow base, the NYX one, but I don't think I am. Because the colors I'm using aren't really bright. I mean, some of them are, but they're going to be kind of covered up. So, we'll see. I did kind of swatch the idea on my hand, which is sometimes what I do. I swatch it on my hand to see if the colors are going to look good together. I think this is going to be a really pretty look. I'm actually super stoked about it. Because it does use some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. And the cheapest makeup look should be up already. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It was quite the adventure. I did take that makeup off shortly after I went to see my friend. Which, if you're out there, hey, she's probably watching this. If not, it's okay. But, oh, I forgot to say the shade name. Okay, for the concealer, it's Chantilly. And then for this one, it's the shade Marshmallow. Which is white, basically. It's like a lightweight. Anyway. After I got home, I actually went and ran some errands. And when I got home and I took it off, it broke out my skin. Not as bad as I thought it was, but it still broke it out. So part of my skin is a little irritated. But I have no problems with this stuff, so I'm hoping that it won't inflame it more. It shouldn't. But, by the way, this concealer's $30. This one's $30 too. They were both the same price, and I was like, well, I'll just use them both. They're both my most expensive ones. So, when you go up to higher brands, now Huda Beauty, if you didn't know, is pretty expensive. And she's been in the news recently. Her brand is based her headquarters is in Dubai. So her stuff is more expensive because all that stuff has to be shipped in. And then she still has to pay the taxes on it and everything. So that's why her stuff is more expensive. I know that she just did an interview or something in an article about, I guess, baking, which is what I do sometimes. I don't do it as often as I should. Especially because my skin is so, I guess, picky is the word. Oh, this is so good. I love this face. This face is so much better than the cheap stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's some stuff that's really good, some stuff that's really bad, but yesterday, man, that stuff was terrible. Terrible. Gross. Okay, so for powder, I am using the Fenty Beauty powder for my under eyes. This is in the shade Lavender. This is $32. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I've used it a million times. This is a holy grail. As if you didn't know, or if you're new to my channel, I do use this powder a lot, and it's worked beautifully with my skin. And it smells so good. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a vanilla cake kind of smell. See, it's so weird because I'm not used to this kind of sponge. Because I rarely use this. If I use it, I usually use it for my cream blush. Which I'm actually thinking about using a brush from now on for that. Because it just dirties up my sponges. And I only have 4 of them. And they're for specific reasons. And I used to use this sponge for foundation and stuff, but I don't anymore. I used to use this for color correctors and everything, which I did use in a tutorial. But another thing that I noticed is that my color corrector just didn't seem to even out. Which I didn't know about until I watched the video back. I always watch my videos after I publish them on YouTube, just to see like where I can improve. I am powdering my eyelids with this powder. As you can see, I have a little set from yesterday's little fiasco. It was awful. That stuff yesterday, I regret doing that. But, you know, I just wanted, you know, my curiosity got the best of me. And I wanted to see what it would do. And it did something. It definitely did something. My skin looked terrible. Now my eyes and stuff look beautiful. My friend loved my eye look. She was so sweet. She was like, I love your eye look. Well, she's a sweetie anyway, so. Oh, my skin looks so much better. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh. It's like so flawless, so beautiful, so, oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. My skin yesterday was actually really, really bad. I know it gets annoying with me saying that, but oh my goodness, you guys have no idea. So to set my face, I am going to use the Huda Beauty powder. This is $34. This is in the shade Pound Cake. And it has like this mesh on it. It's like weird. It's like that. It has like this little mesh here. It's weird. It's very fine and you don't need a lot. Almost set my face with it. I'm just setting my face, and I will probably use this for under my eyes if I can. Oh, I'm so excited. The eye look is gonna be really cool. I am using a lot of products that not a lot of products I've never used before, but I've rarely used. I know one eyeshadow palette I rarely use anymore. And I feel kind of bad because it is a pretty palette. But I don't use it as often, so. What do I want to do? Let me. Actually, you know what? This powder is it really sets your makeup. I'm gonna take the Lavender powder from Fenty Beauty and I'm gonna put that under my eyes instead of putting the Huda Beauty under my eyes because it's gonna darken it and I don't want it to be darker than the rest of my face. I want it to be light. So I'm just gonna take that powder and gently tap under it. And I'm watching the time on my video on camera because it has split it in the past at like 20 minutes, 20-30 minutes. I don't know why. And that's how I had to do the part 1, part 2. As you can see. I just need loose powder under my eyes because we are going to be using a lot of dark powders or eyeshadows, and they will have fallout. And I do not want to be that person that has fallout under my eyes. If you saw that video yesterday. And also when I edit my videos, I just want to make it clear, I'm not editing out content. Content's still the same. Whenever I use my camera and whenever I edit, I always make sure the content's there or cut out less of it as I can. Oh, I thought that was my family. My family is home. They're working on stuff around the house. And my dad's watching TV. I have I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I cut out as less content as I can. And I know I say, oh, I want to try to add a title. I don't know if I want to add a title anymore. I do because it looks professional. But then again, I don't because I kind of like what I have. Like the vibe that I have now. And so, we'll see. I may end up doing one in this video. I may not. I know I keep saying that, but what do you want me to do? There's nothing else I can do. So for this look, I am going to be using 3 eyeshadow palettes. It's a lot. They are pretty expensive, on the expensive side. And for brushes, I am using the Jaclyn Hill collab eye brushes because they are one of my most expensive brush set. My other one is the marble one from BH Cosmetics that I normally use. They're both the same price, so I probably might use a big mixture of both. But I really want to use the Jaclyn Hill ones because I feel like just in general they probably will do better. I also have this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is from the actual palette that I'm going to be using. Okay. So, for eyes, I'm starting out with the Riviera palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is $45. This is also the most expensive product you're going to see in this video. I did a review on this. I may link it in the description. May not. Maybe. We shall see. So, I'm going to start with Monte Carlo, which is this dusty rose pink mauve. Don't know how to describe it. The only way I can describe it is a dusty rose. And Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes always have fallout, so don't even worry about it. Which is why I put powder underneath. So I'm going to put this Monte Carlo, which is like a dusty rosy pink, in the crease. I don't even know if this is a crease brush. I really don't care if it's a crease brush. I like to use brushes for whatever I need it to be. Even if it says like it's a foundation brush, I'll use it for other stuff. I may even use it for foundation sometimes. But I like brushes like multi-use brushes, because then I can, you know, dirty them up all I want, and then I just clean them, and then I can use them again for something else. Yeah, this has a little bit of fallout. Just a tiny bit. This does have some harsh edges right now, but I am going to go back in and clean it up. And I do have my eyes kind of angled out because it fits my eye shape better. I know some people like the rounded look. I do on some days, but like today, I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anything to do. I don't have errands to run. I did all that yesterday. And I'm just gonna play with makeup. Why not? Okay, so to kind of like, not neaten it up, but blend out this upper part here, I'm gonna take the shade Sales, which is the white. And I'm gonna take it on the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes with the palette. And I'm gonna blend. Kind of like, I guess I wasn't clear when I did, like, when I said that, I said halfway through the brow. It's basically the brush is like half in your brow, half not in your brow. It's on the edge. So if you don't have a tiny enough brush, you can kind of brush it. Like half of the brush is in your eyebrow, half of the brush is actually on your skin. So it's like, here's my brow, here's the upper part of where I need to blend. It's like that. I try to be as clear as possible with my instructions, and I know I'm not perfect. And as I looked back at my videos, I realized that I didn't say that, and I'm sorry. I didn't clarify that. Okay, so now you see the edges are more blended. So for now, that palette can go to the side until I need it again. I don't have a lot of room. I have like a little tiny table, so I'm trying to fix everything and put stuff away to try to make some more room. Being all like secretive about it. So next, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics ItsMyRayeRaye palette. She's a YouTuber. And she made her own palette, and this is it. I used to use this all the time. See how that, like, look at, I used that for Halloween. That's why the black's all messed up, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to take Sunset, which is right here. And I'm going to take it on the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush GH33, which is like a brush like this. I'm so happy to use these because I like the white. Like, I don't know, like the straight up white, like, I don't know, something about it. It's really cool. So I'm going to take Sunset on my brush. You don't need a lot. And I'm going to put this directly into my crease. Whoa, that's a lot of pigment. Directly into my crease. And that just, I wanted it a different kind of vibe. Not like the straight, like, purpley pink. Like, I want it, like, fiery, like, pinkish red. I know my... Because, see, if I look forward, you can see it's only barely above that. So, sometimes I have to tweak my own looks and bring it up a little higher. It's just because of my eyelid shape. I'm gonna go back in with that Monte Carlo shade, and I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. And blend it. See, because now it's all blown out. Whew, that's intense. I happen to look like in my camera right here, and I just saw how blown out this was. I cracked myself up. Oh, because I was not expecting it to be that blown out. Okay, I'm gonna take the white and blend that out a little bit. Wow. That was funny. Yeah, it's so much better. Okay. So, I did say this was unedited raw material. I'm gonna set this over to the side down here, so that's out of the way. Put this over to the side. And so now I am gonna take the BH Cosmetics Sylvia Gani palette. I still don't know how to pronounce it, forgive me. And I want to take that brush that's now stained. Pinks and purples always stain your brushes, so don't even worry about it. Trust me, I'm not worried about it either. So here's the palette. I'm going to take Sisterhood, which is right down here, that red. And I'm going to deepen out the outer V. Oh yeah, and I may just drag it just a tiny bit into the crease. Not a lot, like you want to kind of pack most of it on the outer V and then kind of like gently drag it into your inner crease just to have some definition. And you want to kind of take circular motions and just lightly, just right in that outer corner, just take that circular motion and just kind of blend it a little bit. I wanted to make this look like really dark, really smoky, really, like just in your face, kind of like goth, but not goth. Because I am using expensive products and I do really want to test them. I don't know if I want to do a halo eye. Do I want to do a halo eye or do I not want to do a halo eye? I mean, it kind of already looks like a halo eye, so I might as well make a halo eye. So I'm going to take a little bit more of Sisterhood and put it in the inner part of my eye, two in the inner corner and in the outer V, and leave just a tiny space in the middle, just like, literally, like it's just a little spot. And to deepen that up a little more, I'm going to take Unapologetic, which is the black in this. Now this is super pigmented, so you don't need a lot. So I'm just gonna tap, 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 and literally that's the tiniest amount. And I'm gonna take that and kind of blend it a little, and it just adds a little bit more depth. I'll take that and put it in the other corner too. Take this, other side, and the inner. You don't want to put this black in the crease, by the way. You kind of just want to blend it on the inner and outer corner where you laid Sisterhood, which was that dark red. My family is home. They are busy doing stuff. I'm going back in with Sisterhood, and I'm going to blend that a little more. I am going to blend this a little bit more. And now you see, like, it has, like, that even blend. Or, if you don't understand what even blend is, it's an even gradient, where it goes from light to dark. Man, I didn't realize how much fallout this had. It does have a little bit of fallout because it is a darker shadow. Which some people don't understand, like, why it's like that. I'm not even getting into it. It's like that because that's how it's made. There's nothing you can do to say it. Like, there's just none. So I am going to go in with Wolf, which is this nude shade at the top. And I'm going to blend where the white is. I was going to go in with just this shadow, like, straight on, but then what I was worried about is that pink would pick up on it, and then it would look like pink. And that's not the look I'm going for. So I'm going to take that, just to tone down the white, so it's not so bright. Tone down the white, because it's... Okay, sorry. Anyways. Long week. I have to have a little bit of humor, you know. I feel like my videos are so boring, and you hear me talk so much. See, like, that looks better. And then if I look at you, you see how much more blended that is, even with me looking at the camera, or at the mirror below me, below this. It looks so much better. Kind of have to neaten up one side though. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, love how that turned out. Okay, now here's the cool part. This is new. I've never used this before, so this is gonna be fun and fantastic. I'm gonna take my sponge. Actually, no, take that back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that yet. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow. This is a new shade. It's called Dollish. And it's like this pinky gold shift. I don't know. I don't think the camera can do this justice. Like, look, you can see the gold. See where it's like pink and it goes to gold? That is going right in the center. Where that space was, or is, it's going right there. It's going right there, man. I swatched this at Ulta. I'm not usually a fan of pink, but oh, I'm so excited. Alright, let me get this done. Oh, I'm out of breath. Oh. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. Oh my god. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're putting this right all over the center of the lid. Where that space was. Maybe even a little over. Oh my god, that's so pretty. I'm so excited. Like, this is so pretty. I mean, look at that. Yeah, we're doing this. This is cool. I'm gonna take it on the other side now. And with halo eyes, it's not that hard to do. You kind of want to take whatever shadow you're putting in the middle and kind of go over where the edges are. So then it kind of like blends together more even, and you don't have to like sit there and like try to measure out and make it even. It's just kind of already done. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Oh. It's going right back on here, just like that. Oh yeah. No, I don't normally talk through this part because it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I have used these before. So, certainly not a lot for me to say. So, yeah, that's why I'm not usually talking through this. But that is so pretty. Okay. I am going to let this dry. And then what I'm going to do is take a mixture of Sisterhood and Unapologetic and put it on the brush and kind of blend the edges. Or what I can do is take Sisterhood and just blend the edges. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take Sisterhood, which is that dark red, and blend out those edges a little bit. I feel like if I went in with the Sisterhood and Unapologetic, I feel like that would be too intense. So I'm going to blend it. What was that? Okay, I'm gonna take Sisterhood and put that little bit in the crease to blend it. Let's see. And that's what it should look like. If it doesn't look like this, you don't have to be perfect, but that is pretty. That's pretty. That, I don't think you can see. That's pretty. You can't disagree that that's not pretty. In person, it looks more glittery and more, like, out there. Oh, man. It's so cool. Okay, I'm going back in with that black, tapping off just a tiny bit of the excess. And I'm going to put that in the outer V and the inner V. I'm going to kind of like just in circular motion. Put that right there. Right there. Okay. Okay, that's it for eyes as far as the top part. So to get rid of this fallout, I'm taking the number 2 brush, my normal brush. Alright, and then I'm taking a bigger fluffy brush and brushing away all that powder that was left sitting on my face. Okay. Oh, my skin's so baby soft, and there's nothing that transferred, by the way. I know I just went like this, but there's nothing. For under my eyes, I'm fixing my hair. It's a little bit wonky looking. I'm gonna take what I had on top and put it on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start with Monte Carlo, and I'm taking this on a JH 43, which is this flat one here. I'm gonna take Monte Carlo and put this on my lash line. Now, this look is not for the faint of heart. Pinks and purples do stain your skin. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but they do stain. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Unless you don't want staining. But it's not a bad thing. So I'm going to go back in with Sunset, which was that second shade that I used. And put that just a little bit right below the lash line, just above where I put Monte Carlo. So like that. And then for this outer part, I'm going to take the Sisterhood and put that in the outer. And then I may, or actually, I'm going to take a mixture of Sisterhood and Unapologetic, which is the dark red and then the black. And put that just in this outer part here. Just like that. And so we're done with the eyes, or the eyeshadow palettes, so you can put those away if you want. I kind of have to go through and put the sleeves back on them. Okay. So, and as you can see, like, it really stained my brushes. So before I use these, I will have to wipe them off, which is okay. It is a pretty look. So for my lashes, I am taking, oh, by the way, the prices for the eyeshadow palettes. The Riviera palette was $45, or is $45. The Sylvia palette is $24, and the ItsMyRayeRaye palette is $22.50, and this is $26. So for lashes, I will be putting on lashes in this video, but for mascara, actually take that back. I'm gonna put on eyeliner first. For eyeliner, I'm using this Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is $22. I did get this as a gift from Ulta. So. I am adding liner. I just have to stay quiet, so sorry. It's like you can't even breathe. How do people do this? Like, can't even breathe or anything, because like any little thing. Anyway, moving on to the other eye. I am not about to have a remake of yesterday. Okay. So the reason why I added liner is because I am putting on lashes. And I am going to be using my black lash glue, which was a little bit more expensive than my clear one. And also my lash bands are black. So I wanted everything to kind of melt, like, not melt, but look together. So I am going to take my powder, or my sponge that I've been using today in this video. And I'm going to take this eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay All Night. It's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is $21. I'm going to take this, pull down my eye a little bit, and add this in the waterline. It's just straight up black. Any black will do. Just like that. And it really brings out your eyes. Okay, so for brows, I didn't add brows on this list because I already know the most expensive thing, I believe, is this, which is the brow definer in the shade Granite. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. That is my phone ringing. I believe this was 24, 21. I'm going to use this to use my brows. You kind of like go back and forth with it. It is a little waxy. But it is very good. Especially for like this, because it fits like perfect into my brow. And it's got like this triangle shape. I don't think you can see. But it does look like a straight up triangle, and I'm like, at first I didn't think it was gonna work, because I was like, what is this? Like, why does it? I've come to learn that this is actually really helpful as far as my brows are concerned. And this does have a spoolie at the end of it, so I don't need to try and find one because I have it right here. So I'm going to use this and blend it a little bit. Just send that pigment around a little. Give it some kind of little, whoops. There we go. And I'm going to put that back where I got it from. I keep playing with my hair. It's so long. I have to go get it cut. It's just... What do I want to do next? Do I want to do lashes? I'm going to hold off on lashes. I'm going to put lashes on last. Because the next product I'm using is a mascara. I had two options. I decided with this one, especially when I wear fake lashes. So I'm going to take my eyelash curler wherever I put it just now. There it is. I actually found something today. And I had two options for mascara because both of them are the same price. And both of them I do use. Something's in my eye. I got it. Okay, we're cool. So for this look, I wasn't gonna add lashes, but then I haven't added lashes in a lot of my looks. And I really wanted to add lashes with this one because, I mean, look, it needs lashes. Some looks just need lashes, and this is one of them. So I'm going to take the Benefit Roller Lash. And this one I'm not really a fan of, but it's good for lashes. It kind of has a wand like that. It's kind of curved. I'm going to use these. Because what I'm going to do is use my most expensive pair of lashes. Which are not, they're one of my favorites. But they're not my absolute favorite. Like, some lashes just don't fit me as well. I'm also going to do my lower lashes. Which, I admit, this mascara is really good for lower lashes. As you can tell, oh, well, maybe you can't tell. In the final review at the end, I'll show you. But this is a really good mascara for lower lashes. And next, I am going to take blush. And I'm using my most expensive blush, which is the Milani Luminoso. This was $7.99, so $8 for this. This is really pretty. It goes with every eye look. If I don't know what blush I want to use from my blush palette that I have, I'll use this. If I can open it. There we go. And this one, it's like a peach pink. I'm using this on my brush. Just like that. Putting it on my face. It's like a light, in the pan it looks like pink. Like a pinkish peach. I don't know why that was so hard to say. But in person, it looks like more of a peach than a pink. Kind of going in circular motions. I am going to clean up everything to make it look super snatched, so I get to be fancy. I'm just kidding. It's terrible. Okay, so for my bronzing slash contour. I don't really have a brush that I like to use for that other than this one. It's in my cheapest products because it is cheap, but this is my most expensive bronzing contour brush. I could use my Japanese one, which is this one. I don't know which one I want to use now. I'll use this one for bronzer, this one for contour. Fair game. Fair game. It's fair. It smells beautiful. And I'm going to use this to bronze my face. And I normally don't do bronze and contour. I mostly just bronze because most of the time bronzer's enough to contour for me. But on some days, like if I have a super like good looking look, I do both just to be fancy. Let me get this right. And now I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. And this is pretty dark. And I'm going to take my Japanese brush. And very lightly. Because, I mean, this is really dark. And I'm going to very lightly brush this on my face. I mean, you can tell how dark it is. That's dark. That is my cat. My most expensive carving out powder that I use occasionally. I sometimes use loose, I sometimes don't. This is the Bare Minerals powder foundation. This is in Fair 01. This is, I believe, $20 or $30, maybe $25. I don't have it listed because I wasn't going to use it, and now I'm using it, so don't come for me. I'm going to put this on my sponge and carve my cheekbones out. I'm going to tap it. And it softens it. This is a really good powder. And it even comes with like a little mirror and stuff, which is kind of dirty right now. See, you see my setup kind of. See the tripod on top of a mirror? This does look really pretty. I mean, this does look really pretty. It looks almost flawless. Dare I say flawless? Sorry, I'm being a dork. So weird. Okay. So, for highlighter, I am using my most expensive brush. Which, not the most expensive brush that I have. This is the most expensive brush for highlight. This is the Clinique eyeshadow brush. But I use it for highlight. I don't see a number on here. And for highlight, actually, I'm going to wait on highlight, but I do have, you've all seen me use this a billion times. It's the OFRA highlighters in Glazed Donut and Star Island. I'm using those two today. I am going to do the task of putting on lashes. And normally, I lose my mind with lashes. And I don't have my tweezers that I had. They were tweezer kind of looking things. I don't have those. I don't know where I put them. I lost them. Those were really helpful, actually. I have them in here. I could take this one out. These are the Eyelure Definition Lashes. These are my favorite lashes. Hands down. I got these, which is the Pure Cosmetics Diva eyelashes. I got those because they're pretty too. But these fit my eyes so perfect. Perfect. And I am having issues today. Today has just not been my day. I don't know what it is. I don't know if someone's trying to come for me. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. It's like companies don't want you to get into stuff, so they just put extra stuff on there to make it so difficult for you to get it. Here we go. Finally. And the Eyelure lashes usually come with their own eyelash glue. I don't use it. Okay. I'm going to put these lashes back, even though they're beautiful. And I want to use them, but they're not my most expensive ones, so... There. These are the little tweezer things I was talking about. They're like this, but they're curved, so you can just put your eyelashes on there. And I'm going to take my eyelash glue, which is this one. It's from Kiss. This is in black. It's a brush on instead of the actual tube. I'm going to take this and put this on my lashes. I mean, these lashes look so pretty. I very rarely use these, even though I know I can wear these all the time. But I have so many other lashes that I need to use up first. Like, I have one pair. Like, I can only wear one more time and then I have to throw it away because it's just, like, not working for me. Which is why I don't use these as often. And there's other brands that are coming out with eyelashes. One of them is a YouTuber that I watch on YouTube named Sabrina. She has her own makeup brand, and I do really want to try her lashes because her lashes look beautiful. I will see if I can link her website down below. She has Inky Minky lashes, which is actually really sweet, and the story behind the name is really sweet, so I will see if I can have her channel linked below too. Because she's very sweet, does excellent reviews, does wear tests, all that. I kind of blew on my lashes. Alright, here we go. Ready? I hope this isn't wet. Okay, cool. Okay, don't do what I did, but I accidentally had a little bit of lash glue on my bottom line. By my bottom lash line. I'm gonna try to fix that later. And the inner corner on these lashes is a little wonky. I think the last time I wore these, they were for a wedding. And I think when I went to put them on, I think I bent the one part of it towards the inner corner. So it doesn't quite fit properly. I'll have to go in with the clear glue. I believe, well, I'm not really sure if the black glue is the same price as the clear glue. You know what, just to be safe, I will use the black glue. I will do this other lash first. Put the glue on there first, and then go back in and use it to clean up the edges. Oh, come on. I definitely think I messed up the band on these. Man. It sucks. Okay. Other eye, here we go. Oh boy. That is way off. I'm hoping that the lash glue doesn't do the same thing like it did on the other eye. If it does, I know how to fix it, but point is I don't want to have to go back and fix stuff. I want to kind of just pop it on and go. Man. I may need to go back in with the clear glue, which would be terrible. It's not even on this eye. It's on my eyelashes. For some reason, the outer corners are always harder for me to do. Because if you can't see, but if I look up, you can see the gap. If you can see that, I don't really think you can. I will fix it. I will find a way to fix that. But, gotta get this stuff off. Well, you know what? That little speck's gonna stay there. I got most of it off, but it's cool. It's fine. I don't mind. I'm not going out anywhere. I'm gonna wear this eye look all day, basically. Probably after this video is done, I'm gonna edit it just a tiny bit. So I am gonna add, I'm not gonna add mascara. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my eyelash curler and blend my lashes into my fake ones. I'm gonna look down and then look up. And just lightly blend them. Wow. Oh, that actually helped break that one open. Oh, so it broke off the end of my lashes. So I'm gonna go back in with that black and that right in that gap. This is a lot of work. I don't normally wear lashes, so this is a bit tedious, but I don't wear lashes that often, so I don't have a lot of practice with putting them on. So I don't have practice putting on a lot of stuff. These are the lashes. I did get it on my face. This one, I don't have a lot of nails. Some beauty gurus have nails. I don't have nails. I have man hands. Baby hands, to be precise, because they're small. There's something on my screen. Wonderful. I gotta sharpen my nail. Take it, bottom teeth, and dig underneath it. I know that's gross. And you shouldn't be putting stuff like that towards your eye. But okay. So now we'll move on to highlighter. Highlighter is, these are 26, I think. This is the shade Glazed Donut, so this is the one that's almost empty. I tend to use a lot of highlighter. And I'm going to put this on my face. Now this is my favorite highlight. I use this highlighter every day. Every day. I have another one lined up because this one's almost gone, and I was worried that maybe Ulta would get rid of this. I don't know. Nowadays it seems like makeup is like an in and out. They don't just stay around. So like the Urban Decay Naked palette, which was not a fan fave to me. I don't enjoy that. But there was that, and then I think somebody else just got rid of a palette or something. I think I could be wrong. This is going above my eyebrow. And this looks so like, and in the camera it looks even better. And the reason why I add two highlighters is I use this one to really brighten. And then if one's like super glittery, like the e.l.f. one or like this one's not so glittery as it is just beautiful. It's like the wet sheen kind of look. This is in Star Island. And I'm literally taking like this much and putting it on top. It's like a golden highlighter, but I like that white gold kind of look. So what I do is I take Glazed Donut and I put that on first. Then I put this on, and then I layer it back over with the other highlighter with glazed on it. So it's kind of like layers. I'm gonna take that. Just gently dust it. So, I forgot to do my nose. There we go. And actually, I am gonna go in with tapping off the excess. I am gonna go in with Star Island, which is the second highlighter that I used, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. I don't want white in the inner corner, like with reds and oranges and stuff. Or with deep looks like this, I do try to take a gold or like a champagne. So I'm going to put this on my pinky, and I'm going to put this in the inner corner. It does really look pretty in the inner corner. Kind of brings that out a little. And for setting spray, I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter. This was $39 because it's the bigger version. It's the extra large. Shake it up. And then this one's kind of wonky. Okay. Then oh, that smells pretty good too. And for my second setting spray, this is the lips. I forgot to do lips. For lips, I have this Bite Duo from Bite Cosmetics that I got from Sephora. And this was $25 kit that I got for my birthday. I'm going to use a lip liner and line my lips. I normally don't do this either. It doesn't have to look perfect. I'm going to take the lipstick. This is in the shade Chai. And this smells like soda, like Coca-Cola. It's only a little sample size. This video might be my longest video I have. So this is the look. And I'm going to take that Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Mist. Not necessarily a setting spray. It's just a spray. Now, let me try to get you off this tripod. You see my door. I'm trying to twist it off. There we go. My thing broke. So it's kind of hard to get off. And I kind of have a tight space to work with. Oh, look how pretty it is. Here's the look. The highlight though, like look at that. So this is it. More videos are coming. I kind of have to look at my schedule, but this is pretty good. These are pretty expensive products, so I will try to have everything up soon, hopefully, and this will be edited a little bit because it is long. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. And I'll see you next time.